Good morning, students. This is Rajyalakshmi Social TGT from Verapaneni Godem Gurukula Pathshala. Today, I came in front of you with a new lesson that is a large empire which is built by a family of warriors who laid the foundations. It is called as the Vijayanagara Kingdom or Karnataka Kingdom. So, who constructed and who built this Vijayanagara Kingdom? In this picture, we are seeing two members. These are called as Harihararaya and Bukkaraya. These are the two brothers who founded and built the Vijayanagara Kingdom around 1336 AD. Vijayanagaram means actually city of victory, and it is located on the banks of Tungabhadra river in Karnataka. And who given suggestion to construct like this kingdom to these two persons with the blessings of their guru, the sage Vijayaranya Swami. And the Vijayanagara Empire lasted for about 250 years, though it was not ruled by the kings of the same family. It means the Vijayanagara kingdom is ruled by the different dynasty persons. Those are mostly 4 dynasties. What are that? 4 dynasties. Those are Sangama dynasty, Saluva dynasty, Tuluva dynasty, and Araviti families. Once again, I am repeating: Sangama dynasty, Saluva, Tuluva, Araviti families. And like this, if any other kingdom is located regarding this Vijayanagara, like this Vijayanagara kingdom, in the north side, see here in this map, the north side of the Vijayanagara Empire, Bahmani kingdom is there. This is also a great kingdom and a big kingdom like Vijayanagara. And this Bahmani kingdom only, initially it was one of the large kingdom. What is its capital? Bahmani kingdom capital is Gulbarga. Now it is in Madhya Pradesh. And later on, the between 1489 to 1520 AD, this became a large kingdom, and it is broke up into 5 smaller kingdoms. And in these 5 smaller kingdoms, so 2 are the mostly we know now, Bijapur and Golconda. These are also ruled over large parts of the present day Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh. These kingdoms were ruled by sultans and warriors of many of whom came from Iran and Arabia. So, both these Vijayanagara Empire and Bahmani kingdom is also a large empires and large kingdoms. So, whatever that, how we know about different kingdoms? Through some of the weakness. What are that weakness? Some of the books, those are written by some of the travelers. Those are came from different countries and wrote in their books about the greatness of the kingdoms. Like that, for this Vijayanagara kingdom also, the 4 members, travelers, came from different countries and visited directly the Vijayanagara kingdom and wrote in their book about this greatness and customs, traditions and rules, how they are ruled, like that all. See here, in this, who are the travelers visited this kingdom? Here 4 members. First one, Niccolo Conti from Italy, Abdul Razak from Persia, Pez from Portuguese, and Nunes. These are the 4 travelers visited this kingdom, and those are from different years. Niccolo Conti from Italy, he is in 1420, Abdul Razak in 1443, and next Pez from in 1520, and Nunes in 1537. And here, according to their tradition, some of the weaknesses, Vijayanagara kingdom, the people or the kings are worshipped different gods, and those are some of the important gods. Those are their devotee, the people of Vijayanagara or the devotee, mostly they are constructed the temples of Pampa Devi and Sri Virupaksha. These are the 2 temples directly visited by Abdul Razak, and he wrote about that in his book. Here see in this picture some of the important kings of Vijayanagara. First one, Harihara Raya. He is ruled from 1336 to 1357 AD. Totally 21 years. Next, Bukkaraya 1, 1357 to 1377 AD. Totally 20 years. Harihara Raya 2, 1377 to 1404 AD. Totally 27 years. And next, Devaraya 2, 1426 to 1446 AD, 20 years. And next, Salva Narasimharaya, 1486 to 1491, totally 5 years. Krishna Devaraya, we know very well about him. He is ruled from 1509 to 1529, totally 20 years. Next, Achyutaraya, 1529 to 1542 AD, totally 13 years. And Aliyaramaraya, 1543 to 1565 AD, totally 22 years. Venkatapati Raya, he is from ruled 1585 to 1614 AD, totally 29 years. These are the Vijayanagara kings. Those are some of the important kings ruled the Vijayanagara kingdom. And next, in nowadays in our government, the government is dividing easily ruling into different divisions. How, for example, the state is divided into different districts. The district is divided into different mandals, and the mandals divided into local bodies. Like that, na? Like that. In that time also, Vijayanagara kingdom is mostly have 4 separate divisions. The first one devoted to temples situated on rocky hills. The second one is the valley where the crops were raised using water from irrigation canals. It means second division is completely allotted to agriculture. And the third division is allotted to royal centers. That means the royal palaces and the residences of some of the important rulers, nayakas, and the kings, royal families, like that. And the fourth one allotted to residences of ordinary town flocks. It means ordinary people. Here see in this map the urban area and above Tungabhadra river side temple and a bridge, down one tower gate, Pattabhirama temple, outer rampart, these all there na, and up one fort is there. So like this the Vijayanagara kingdom is divided into 4 divisions. Next one, see Vijayanagara city divisions over now armies and military leaders and how they are participated. So nowadays government is also build up so many army, and it is encouraging army soldiers, normal citizens to get there. It is giving so much training and preparing like army soldiers, and some of the people are interested in going to the army na. In that time also Vijayanagara kingdom rulers, they are giving importance mostly to this military power. It means whatever the income they are getting, it is divided into mostly into 3 parts. First part is to the temple development, second part is the military army development, third one is for people or agriculture. And next here see there are a large number of horses they are importing from Arabia and Iran. Why the horses needed? They are using this in the wars, and they recruited a large army to build many strong forts. One of the important ruler, Devaraya II of Vijayanagara, started recruiting Muslim fighters also to severe him. It means in the Vijayanagara kingdom, they are the people are uniquely becoming as the soldiers giving service to the kingdom. And next, captain troops. Next point, captain troops, the Amaranayakas. Captain troops means what? Amaranayakas, who are these? The Amaranayakas are simply like local leaders. That means the army soldiers troop a group of the army soldiers is called a troop. That troop leader is this Amaranayaka, and he is belongs acting like a local leader, and he is managing that all the people problems, and if they are facing any criminal activities or any theft, he is only deciding and giving correct judgment to that people and solve the problems. Not only that, Amaranayakas are also collect Amara. Amara means revenue. Why this Amara or revenue? Not only in the Vijayanagara kingdom, nowadays also tax is the main source of the income to any government or any kingdom. Any government or any kingdom. So these Amaranayakas responsibility is collecting Amara or revenue or a tax, and again it is the paying by them to the king directly. And next see, Amaranayakas also encouraging and giving solutions to agriculture. Mostly these Amaranayakas are speaking in that time Telugu. They are giving importance to Telugu speaking farmers, and they built irrigation tanks and canals. If they are not have money, they are informing to the kings, and they are settled down in the various parts of Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu. They are providing irrigation facilities to the farmers, and all over the tanks and reservoirs are capturing in that time only. Why? What is the need of that tanks and reservoirs? In that time only they are for storing of rainwater. They are other drainage system, and the tank construction is also built from that date. If we want to see any weakness, if when we are going to Tirumala, in that date rock slates, on that slates these all is inscription written, and constructed a slate in 1494, we can observe that. And next point is, see here, agriculture already there the kings of Vijayanagara given importance to mostly agriculture. Why means endowment division means for the temples also they wrote some of the land in the names of the temples, and that irrigation is also, that formation is also giving to farmers and some normal lands. Next, so they are giving most important to agriculture. For that they are providing irrigation also. They are spending money on agriculture also. Next, trade and cavalry. Trade and cavalry. Trade means business. This Vijayanagara kingdom is doing business with other countries. Those countries mostly located near their kingdom or other places for the export and import of different goods. For example, they are maintain relation with Arabs, Jews, Americans, and Armenians. These for the importing of some of the goods or exporting textiles and spices and other craft items. Not only that, they are importing guns were another strategic goods. They are so bringing from Arabia, could be imported by the chiefs and kings in the Indian peninsula. Through this trade, it is getting some of the income. It is invested into satisfying the people needs. And cavalry means feeding of horses. Mostly in that time, the people are interested to maintain and feeding horses. Why? Through this, some of the families are ruled by, some of the families are feeded horses. Through that they are getting income, and that horses is also invested and sent to the wars. In that wars they uses that horses. Next, here see, here one picture we are seeing now. He is the one of the great ruler in Vijayanagara kingdom. He is not only, he is none other than Krishna Devaraya. Who is he? Krishna Devaraya. He is the great ruler, and he is ruled from 1509 to 1529. How much time? Which is the period? 1509 to 1529. Here, firstly, we discuss now about some of the great kingdoms. Here, see in this list, Krishna Devaraya, totally 20 years, 1509 to 1529. 29. He is generally who led Vijayanagara army successfully against the Bahmani sultans. That means he given a tight competition with Bahmani sultans and Gajapatis of Odisha. That means he directly faced with them. And next, he has revolted in Karnataka, Andhra, and Tamil Nadu regions also. In this period, the Portuguese had established their powers over some parts of the western coasts like Goa. Krishnadevaraya established a friendly relation with them in order to get exclusive supply of horses and firearms from them. He also employed Portuguese troops in his wars. Why he is doing like this? He is maintaining with a friendly relation with them. Unnecessarily, he don't want to fight anything. But Krishnadevaraya paid a special attention to the temples mostly of his kingdom. Personally, directly he visited the temples. If the temples want any money or any development, for that development he donated some of the money. For that example of some of the nowadays we are mostly seeing Tirupati, Tirumala, Srisailam and Ahobilam. These are the temples directly visited by the Krishnadeva Raya. Simultaneously, he is also giving most importance to the Sahityam and a special place given in his Sabha to the poets. And it means writers. And not only that, he's donated money to the temples. Now, for that, if they are constructing any Gopuram, that Gopuram is named with this Krishnadevaraya, Raya Gopuram. So, they are showing their respect near forward to Krishnadevaraya. So, and he is giving importance to Sahityam. So, he allotted and he built Astadikgajas. That means 8 members, most important 8 members poets are in his Sabha, in his kingdom. Those are Allasani Peddana, Mukku Timmana, Durjati, Ramaraja Bhushana, Tenali Ramakrishna, Pingali Surana, Ayyalaraju Ramabhadrudu and Madhyagiri Mallanna. Once again I am repeating 8 members. Those are called as Astadikgajas. Allasani Peddana, Mukku Timmana, Durjati, Ramaraja Bhushana, Tenali Ramakrishna, Pingali Surana, Ayyalaraju Ramabhadrudu and Madhyagiri Mallanna. These are the Astadikgajas. Not only that, he is also a writer. He mostly written a famous book Amuktamalyada in Srisailam, Srikalhasti. In Srikalhasti, Amuktamalyada book especially directly personally he is wrote. And every kingdom is started some of the periods after to be destroyed. But this Vijayanagara kingdom is also slowly destroying by other kings who are came after the ruling of Krishnadevaraya, their brothers and who is this Achyuta Devaraya and Aliya Ramaraya. As the Bahmani rulers are unable to fight the Vijayanagara individually, by 1565 AD, all the 5, before we discussed 5 kingdoms divided, that all 5 became again unitedly and joined together and defeated this Ramaraya in one of the war, Rakshasa Tangadi war. It is also known as another name Tallikota war. It means Tallikota war means that war is happened in that place, with that place name Tallikota war. So Rakshasa Tangadi war only called as Tallikota war. It is happened in the year 1565. The emperors who succeeded him shifted their capital to Chandragiri near Tirupati. So slowly these kings are became very slow and the kingdom is slowly collapsing to sultans and the chiefs nayakas are became independent. Small kings are also became independently, and Bahmani is occupying some of the places in Vijayanagara. Slowly it is collapsing, but Vijayanagara have a great history. Why means we must never forgot about that. Why? Because this kingdom only given most important to the Telugu language. The Krishna Devaraya only said that Desa Bhashalandu Telugu lessa. And here see lastly one of the great temple. It is located in Kanchipuram, Gopuram of Ekambareswara temple in Kanchipuram. This is almost so much acres of land is donated and constructed a big temple. Up to now is without any damage. It is now people are visiting. So up to now, what are we discussed in this lesson? Who built Vijayanagara kingdom, travelers who visited, and Vijayanagara city divisions, armies and military leaders, how they are participated, and captains of the troops, agriculture, trade and cavalry, and the great kings of Vijayanagara, mostly well known by Telugu people, Krishna Devaraya, and how it is collapsed. So I think it must be useful to you in these COVID times. And a small assignment is in this. I given one of the list of great kings. You must note down these are the periods of different kings, and if it is possible to write about a great king Krishna Devaraya. Okay, childrens, thank you.